Welcome to Spread the Wealth, hosted by Christine Holmes, international speaker, financial educator, and author. From the beaches and waterfalls of Durban, South Africa, to Johannesburg, Southeast Asia, and nations beyond. Join us as Christine Holmes helps you to build wealth. Hello and welcome to Spread the Wealth. My name is Christine Holmes and I'm going to be sharing with you today on a series entitled Using Your Credit as an Asset. Over the last 15 years as a financial educator, I've shared with many families and individuals throughout the Northwest region as well as different parts of the world on personal finances and wealth building. What I'm going to be sharing with you today are some basic fundamentals that are going to help to lay a foundation for a strong financial future. And so before I get started with that, I want to let you know that you can go to my website and get additional information. My website is christinehomesmason.com, or you can go to sonybooks.com and you can download my latest book, which is entitled Wealth Building 10 Cents at a Time. Now, this book is based on time-proven principles that people have used for hundreds of years, and they're still working today. It doesn't matter what the economy is, these principles will work, and they'll work for you any day, any time. And so I want to encourage you to get that book. It's filled with lots of helpful information that I've learned and gathered over the years of working as a financial educator. Also, in addition to that, I do have another book. It is entitled Reverse Side of Love. And this is a book that I wrote when I was living in Asia. I lived in Southeast Asia for 4 years. And during that time, I had lots of people that would ask me questions about being single. Ladies in particular, men too, but mostly ladies. And as a result of all the questions that I got often, I wrote a book because I found that I was getting some of the same questions over and over. And so a lot of those questions that were asked to me are answered in the book. And so I want to encourage you again, you can go to christinehomesmason.com and you can look at ordering that book and additional products that are listed on that website. So I look forward to you being able to do that and to share that website with others as well. All right, so getting on with our presentation for today in terms of using credit as an asset. So the first thing I want to share with you is the importance of ordering your credit reports once a year. Once a year is a credit checkup because you always want to know what's on your personal credit report. Now, there's 4 groups of people that also want to know what's on your credit report. I'll talk about them in just a minute. But first of all, I want to save you some money. I want to help you to get those credit reports for free. As a result of the FACTA law, everyone is entitled to free credit reports here in the U.S. And so you can go to a website that is dedicated to you receiving them for free. There are 3 major credit reporting agencies here in the United States. They're Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And there is one site that is dedicated to us getting them for free that is entitled annualcreditreport.com. I know that there's a lot of commercials out there promising you that you'll get them for free if you go there and dance around and do all kinds of things. But I want to let you know that this is the site that has been dedicated, actually mandated by law, for us to get our free credit reports. So if you get them, let's say in the month of August, 1 year from August, you're also entitled to free credit reports again. And so 1 calendar year entitles you to free credit reports from all 3 of those major credit reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You can also find those various credit reports online at Equifax.com, TransUnion.com, and the other one, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. All of them have a .com. And so you can go to all of them, but like I said, to get them for free, you want to go to annualcreditreport.com. All right, so with that, let's move on to the next area. And what I'm going to be talking about now is the people that want to look at your credit report. inquiring minds want to know what's on your credit report. So who wants to know anyway what's on your credit report? Well, first of all, lenders want to know, because anytime they make a decision about lending, they want to make sure that they're going to make a good decision. They want to make sure that they're going to be covered in risk that they do make. And so that's why they want to look at it, for the obvious reasons. In addition to that, we're looking at employers. Nowadays, employers are looking at the credit reports, and oftentimes there may be even a mistake on the credit report. Keep in mind that 1 out of 4 credit reports has an error on it, and that's another good reason why you want to do a credit checkup once a year, just as a regular checkup. Okay, so employers want to look at that credit report. I actually had someone call me once, and they told me they were in the midst of getting a job. They had been offered the job, and one of the things that took place was that someone actually looked at their credit report, and there was some information on there that was critical information that caused that HR department to call them back and say, we're going to have to renege on our offer to you. Now, what happened at that time was that that person was very concerned about getting that job, and had a lot of anxiety when they called me, and I gave them a few tips, things that they could do to resolve the issue. And they were able to do that. They were able to contact the HR person and get right back in position where they were in terms of being hired for that job. They ended up being hired for the job. But I said that to say this, that there are times when you may be in a position where you're going to miss out on an opportunity because of something that is on your credit report. So again, do the credit checkup and make any corrections that need to be made on that credit report. And so I can't say that enough, the importance of looking at your credit report once a year. And so again, employers want to know what's on the credit report. Why? Several reasons. People always ask me, well, Christine, why do they want to look? That's just not fair. But keep in mind that if you're working for a financial institution or any kind of employer that's working with other people's personal information, you could potentially put that employer at risk. And so employers do want to know what's on the credit report. All right, it's a good indication to them of character and other areas. And so let me explain this also for a moment. I talked to a lady some time ago. She had excellent credit. She had had excellent credit for a number of years, lots of years. And what happened was she had a heart attack. She had a very serious heart attack, and so she had to go to the hospital. She was in the hospital about 3 months. And so her credit went downhill during that time. And so one of the things that you can do as a consumer is that you can request, if you have an emergency type situation like hers that occurred in your life, you can request for a 100-word statement to go on your credit report. You can research that a little bit more, but let me tell you, it is something that you are able to do. You can request for a 100-word statement to go on your credit report. Now, that can be a wonderful thing to explain to any prospective employer exactly what happened, because if they don't have an explanation for something that looks a little peculiar, they're going to wonder what was going on. And so that is an option that you can use. Now let me go on and let me talk about the next step. All right, another thing that you want to keep in mind with those credit reports, okay, is that there is a difference between your credit report and your credit score. If you are interested in your credit score, you can go to a site called myfico.com. Now, FICO is the most widely used scoring model that is out there. Most financial institutions use the FICO score. So you can go to myfico.com and you can request and pay for your own credit score. Keep in mind that that is not a part of the credit report that is mandated by law. And so you have the option to do that. In addition to that, I want to give you a helpful resource. In the event that you are looking at your credit cards and you're thinking, it's time for update, it's time for me to get a new credit card, or maybe you're just starting out and you're thinking, I need a credit card. Which one should I get? I'm getting so many offers. I'm getting inundated. I don't know which way to go. Well, you can go to a place called bankrate.com. Bankrate.com is going to give you the credit cards across the nation and the interest rates on them. It's going to give you the best rates across the nation. Bankrate.com. Excellent site, and it also has lots of calculators and helpful information there. All right, so my time is just about up for this first part of our series. I do want to give you some more information for those of you that popped in and didn't get the first part of this presentation. I want to let you know again that I do have a website. It's called ChristineHolmesMason.com. You can go there and you can get additional information on Spread the Wealth. And also, I have a book. The book is called Wealth Building 10 Cents at a Time. And you can also download this book at sonybooks.com, or you can go to that website and you can get the hard copy. Also, I have a book called Reverse Side of Love. I also want to encourage you, those of you that are out there and that are single, to tune in, stay tuned, and stay connected to my website, because I'm going to be doing an upcoming series for singles and on this book entitled Reverse Side of Love. And so I'll talk about that more during that series. But again, for those of you that have been a part of this first part of our series, I want to encourage you to come back, look at the series. I'm going to be continuing to put up some new videos as a part of this series, using your credit as an asset. All right, it's been great, and catch me on the next part of our series. You've been listening to Spread the Wealth with Christine Holmes. Protect yourself with ID protection and save on other products and services. And become a business partner with Christine Holmes at 5links.net/goldenage777.